Okay, it's going. Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's it's time to finish this badge up that I started yesterday. I don't think I solved any of the problems that I had last night because we sort of went off and finished watching Westworld until like 4 a.m. in the storm. And then I woke up this morning and I've been dinking around with it. I did a little bit of stuff and figured I might as well continue and be social while I do it instead of just sitting here in silence with Mark. Say hi, Mark.
Hi.
Eating summer sausage.
Mm-mm.
Making Noodle is bored. And Noodle's here. He's not on, but he's chilling. He's waiting for us to get his next classifier training, which is going to happen probably this week after I find the time to take all the pictures, right?
Yes.
Oh, humans are here.
Oh my god.
What's the matter?
You're humans.
What are you doing right now?
I'm converting my Eagle libraries from Eagle 6 to Eagle 9. And when I do that, I'm making the 3D package for each of those packages.
Okay.
So that now when I create boards in the future, for the things I use the most, when I do the 3D thing, it should just look right. It should just come in and be done.
Oh, okay. So the fusion thing.
Yeah, it generates a 3D package for your part, but you need to look at it and then verify that it's really the assumptions it's made is the right sizes. So I'm tweaking those things right now. So for the most part, my stuff should look good. So fun.
Noodle.
Nipple noodle.
Noodle. That's funny. If you like trade out the OOD for an IPP, you have NippleCon instead of NoodleCon. Noodle. Your name's practically Nipple. So this is what I've got so far. This is roughly what it looked like last night when I stopped. I think my goal is to get this finished by tomorrow sometime so that I can send it out and have these in time for DEF CON, which is in 3 weeks. It's the second week of August is DEF CON this year. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first week of August? I think it's right after my birthday.
I don't know. Wait, what? Oh. Mark doesn't want anyone to know. Doesn't matter. Mark's gonna be 21. He can drink legally.
21 a couple times over, yeah. Hot dogs, beer, ponies, kiddie pools.
Yeah, we're definitely
all the debauchery.
Kiddie pooling it up. Mark gets a hot dog cake every year. It's tradition. Since his milestone birthday, I don't want to say which one, but since his last milestone birthday, it's been a tradition that I make Mark a cake of some sort that involves hot dogs.
What else do we do on my birthday?
We watch Harry Potter.
No, I get to watch a movie of my choice.
It's usually Harry Potter.
But this year, we're going to go for the gold.
What's the gold?
I was going to make you watch Fantastic Beasts, because I know you'll love it. So I don't know why you're resisting it. But the second movie's already out or something like that. So I'm going to make you watch...
You're going to make me.
Close Encounters. Amazing movie. Steven Spielberg. Douglas Trumbull did special effects for it. He was the big guy that did all the other big sci-fi movies back in that era. He was the god of making special effects. He was my idol when I was a kid.
Woo!
So we're gonna watch that. It's a good movie. Aliens.
You get whatever you want.
Not a single anal probe in the whole episode.
You get whatever you want for your birthday. All right.
Really?
No. You can't have matte, Mark. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh. So I've been using the Osh Park board previewer on their site to check and see if I'm doing everything correctly or not. Which so far, it seems like it's turning out the way that I want it to. So far. I still need to fix some stuff, and I'm probably not doing this in the most optimal way. But it more or less is what I designed. And if you didn't see yesterday's stream, this is the board that I'm trying to replicate in Eagle. My goodness. So am I doing the right thing? Yes. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. So this is in the Osh Park colors that I've kind of mocked up here in Illustrator. There's the purple solder mask. There's gold trace color. Let me make that darker. Here, gold. That's better. This is the trace color for all the trace things. The background ugly putrid mucus color is the fiberglass board material with no solder mask on it. It's like kind of transparent. And the white is the silk. So I'm just trying to get all of these elements on their appropriate layer, and then I'm gonna have it sent off as quickly as possible because I want to make sure I get these in time for the ball. I mean DEF CON. The ball.
The noodle ball.
The noodle ball. Noodle says it's all about him, so... Thank you. Thank you for that notification, computer. Wow, it's not obeying... There. There, that's a little bit easier to decipher. And then I guess this is also going to be copper. He's gonna have one copper foot. There we go. So that is what the board is going to look like, more or less, once it's finished. So as close as I can get this in the magical CAD tool of Eagle, the happier of a raptor I will be. The happier raptor I will be. So, where is it? Let me save this. Okay, so again, I'm using Osh Park's interface to preview it. It's getting there. The second step is at some point this afternoon I'm going to have to decide what this board is going to actually do. Which, since I want to add some badge life plugs to it, so you can like plug in all those cool mods that people are making, the shitty badge mods, I'm probably going to assemble the board in such a way that it's compatible with all that hullabaloo. And then I'm thinking of adding some interesting features of my own if it's in budget, because I don't really have a budget for this. This is just me kind of, I don't know, doing something, because why not? It gives me an excuse to go to the strip during DEF CON. Anyway, hi Nerdscape. Fancy. Oh, cool. Aw, well, welcome back. Thank you. Because I'm like stuffing my face with summer sausage. I always start streaming on an empty stomach and then run out of energy. Okay, so from what it looks like on here, I still need to put some stop mask island dues in the middle of these letters so that you can see the coppery bits that I added inside there for the inside of the, or the negative space of the O's and the E's and the D. That seems to work, or at least it's previewing correctly, so I'm gonna call that a fix for the problem I was having yesterday. Mark might know better and be shaking his head, but or not. So I'm gonna put this on the stop layer. So I already went ahead and drew. Oh, why is it? Really? This just crashed before I started streaming, so all my stuff got reset. Bastards. So I have to put underneath my copper trace designs the same lines on the stop layer so that you can see the copper through the stop mask or the solder mask. So I have to draw all of these lines essentially twice. These lines specifically are the negative space islands inside of shapes. Because Eagle CAD is like the layering of the board seems to be this like mad, crazy stencil craziness, where you can't have things cut off from the primary shape on the stop mask layer. So I have this crazy convoluted shape that's kind of drawn around the positive shapes. Or at least Mark informed me that that's how I should be doing
it. Look that up. I think. Well, it'll look better if you have copper under your silk.
Mm-hmm.
It may print the silk right on the copper. I don't think it. I think it clips that because I know that if you have a pad, right, that's an exposed pad, and you have silk going across it, it'll throw a DRC. It'll tell you you can't do that.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
No, but I'm saying if you accept that, they'll clip it at the manufacturer.
But that's not what I'm talking about. No.
Oh, but your inverted things?
Yeah.
Oh, there might be an inverted. Somebody was saying it was the reverse.
The negative space of shapes in Eagle is a conundrum. Yeah. There's probably a fix for it.
Somebody said there might be a layer that would handle it. If there is, go ahead and try it. But I know the thing I use, I know works. So.
Equal.
And was it Crux that was saying you could import the shapes or something using the script or something?
I'm not sure.
He had said something yesterday about that. But the only note on that is, and we've done this in the past on other boards, is we've done stuff in an art tool and told it to import into Eagle, and like a logo, and the logo looks great and all, but it literally chops it up into a million little block images, like a million little squares, like almost like pixelate. So it looks good in the board and all that, but your file goes from a 23K byte file size to like a 6 megabyte file size because of all of those little pixel blocks that you define. And it will crash some vendors' upload. Like I know it crashed Seed, or not Seed, but Hush Park at one point. And we just couldn't make the board, so we had to go back. And when we traced over the logo using the thing that you're doing, right, the file size went back down to like 20K, and everybody was happy, and the logo looks slicker. You have more control over curves and things. So there are tools to bring logos and stuff into your board, but they tend to suck. So bloat your board design really bad. So.
I'm not doing that. I'm just redrawing everything from scratch, so everything's simple. The problem that I'm having again is like just to illustrate what the problem is. There's this silk layer, which is the white in the center for Noodle's head. I need to have 2 holes for his eyes cut out of that shape, and I don't know how to do that. So the negative space is kind of like, how do I do that?
You come in, draw your peninsula.
Without peninsulas.
Oh, without peninsulas. Well, there might be a layer that's the anti of that. I don't know.
Anti-silk.
Let me see what no, I'm not in that mode, sorry.
Noodle says that if I don't finish this today, he's going to be very, very disappointed. We finished watching Westworld yesterday, and Noodle made all of his parents promise him that we wouldn't do that sort of shit to him. He was very adamant about it. Oh man, it's so big, Mark. It's terribly big. No? Fine. Just draw it over again. That's too big too. So I'm just gonna play around with stuff until I manipulate this tool to give me the outcome that I want. And then I'm gonna have Mark look at it and tell me if it's actually viable. So that's the game plan for this board. Since I'm manipulating Eagle CAD to do things that are probably doesn't like doing. Eagle, you will do what I tell you to do. Mark.
Right.
Noodle says, please don't do that.
What are we doing?
He says don't tell him what to do. Noodle says don't tell him what to do.
He's in charge.
Yeah. How do you make, like, ovals?
You will need to make that yourself.
You have to sacrifice a lamb.
Yeah, you need to make something that's like an octagon, and then by moving the anchor points and the curves, you will approximate an oval.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't think there's an oval. The curves are perfect. They're not like they don't do like exponential curves. So you gotta figure it.
Damn. Noodle says his eyes need to be O's. Because they have to be circles. Noodle eyes. Noodle says he only has eyes for you. For do. He only has eyes.
For toes for fisting.
Noodle.
Noodle. He wants to know why it's called fisty when it's truly a toey.
Ooh. Noodle.
You stick your toes up in there.
For him.
Yeah.
Noodle's rough with his friends. He's a learning boy. No. Noodle's overseeing Mommy's progress right now. He's like watching me and making sure that I get this shit done, because if it doesn't get done this weekend, there's a very good chance that it's not going to get done, because I have like a million other things to do that are kind of really super important. No banging, it's Sunday.
He knows you're streaming. That guy's gonna do work on his house.
Of course. That's how that works.
He was waiting.
I know.
I thought you'd never get started.
Gosh damn it. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Does it look like anything? So if I go back to Osh Park. Oh. If I go back to Osh Park and cancel and then re-throw this back on the thingy, I can see whether or not the eyes did the eye thing that I'm kind of hoping that they did. Maybe, 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 maybe. I don't know. Oh, there are circles. They're gold. That's good. That's important. That's what mommy wanted. Noodle. He's making threats. He's gonna own it. There needs to be a line there. Okay. Ah, yes, there's not. Bam. Okay. It actually occurred to me that I don't want copper there. So, none. Trash can. Okay, I don't want there to be copper. I want this part of the eye to be transparent, so I just want the stop mask tool thing there. Bam. And then I think I'm gonna ghetto fill this. I mean, probably not ideal, but if it gets the job done, I kind of don't care. So I'm gonna like, oh god, my goodness, that is big. That is also really big. So is that? Nope. This is my life. There. That was the most ghetto way to do that, by the way. Don't do that. What I just did.
Don't do what I do.
I just filled in a shape with a bunch of lines.
Did you patch it?
I just drew in a circle. Yeah, I drew lines until it was filled in. Oh no, Mark's coming over. I've aggroed Mark.
You aggroed.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
The Oshpark people are trying to take the day off. You're just going to crash their server and they have to come in and fix it. That looks pretty good. Yeah, the eyes look good. Why do the eyes look like two colors?
Yeah.
Where you hatched it?
I don't understand why. I colored them in. Oh, it's on the...
Wrong layer?
Yeah.
What layer?
Gold. The top. I need it on stop. God damn it.
You can make the thickness of those lines thinner so that the shape is more accurate to what you're trying to do. Does that make sense?
I think this is fine.
You can do a filled circle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Just eat food, honey. Don't do
that. Oh, I'm out of sausage. Fuck.
Whoa.
Damn.
First world problems.
Aw, I'm out of summer sausage.
I'm out of summer sausage.
What
will we do?
Is it beer o'clock yet? No.
I just made coffee, so no.
Damn it. I'll go get more coffee here in a second. It's funny. I've been up for like 2 hours and I'm like, where's my Corona? Or whatever, Pacifico. So the other thing I have to do this week is finish Noodle's papoose. Because I have to walk around with him hands-free next weekend at Comic-Con. So that needs to get done. Otherwise I'm carrying him, and that's going to be very unpleasant because he's sharp and hard and heavy, and he leaves marks in your flesh. I know this through experience. Alright, I'm going to save this and I'm going to preview it again. I'm going to crash their server.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. Yeah, we were up until like 4 last night, binge watching Westworld right up until the end. That looks way better. Look, his little eyes are circles and he's looking out into the distance like, and he's posing. He's gonna have little badge add-ons on each of his little feet, and they're gonna be like, oh, let me look at the thing I printed to see how big this thing is. It's this big. It's small.
That's a good size.
So Noodle can wear one.
Noodle size.
So this is the size of the badge for reference. It's not like a big ass like badge like some of the other more meaty beefy ones are or have been in the past. Like DEF CON's badges are quite a bit larger. Con badges are generally quite a bit larger. But this is like something that Noodle would wear. I guess it's a Noodle sized badge. So that's how it's gonna be. This also helps it like stay affordable for me because I don't have a budget for this. I have like a $0 budget. So literally what I have lying around on hand is what is gonna get used for this endeavor. And there's only going to be a few of these. So like as soon as they go up, and they're gone, that's it. That's the end of the NoodleCon. Super exclusive.
Sold out in 10 minutes.
Sold out in 10 minutes because there was only 5. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
NoodleCon.
Yeah.
Everyone's showing their support for NoodleCon. They're like, NoodleCon! I'm like, yes, NoodleCon. Now I have to come up with weird things for people to do. Like the noodle...
I think one of your ultimate badge things you can do, one of the challenges you can do, is if one of the electronic billboards is hacked for a NoodleCon.
That's bad. I'm not encouraging that sort of behavior.
If some glitch happened.
No.
No.
I don't want to get like in trouble. I mean, no, I'm gonna have people do weird, absurd things because that's what Sarah do. I'm gonna like encourage different types of
encourage
hoodism.
attendees to in crowds talk to their friends, mock talking to their friends. Like, did you go to NoodleCon? Yeah, I totally went to NoodleCon. It was best. It's over that way. And then just have trick people into like socially engineer people into coming to NoodleCon by going, oh my god, I can't believe it's here this year. You need to check it out.
I'm gonna have people do weird, fun, culty things. Yes, so like that.
You should bring jelly beans.
I am. I'm gonna bring marshmallows and jelly beans. Marshmallows and jelly beans.
People should bring marshmallows and beans.
Oh, I was gonna bring them. Hoopty hoopty hoo.
We need to bring offerings from Noodle.
Yes, Noodle needs offerings from his people, the followers, the Church of Noodle.
I still think he should collect iTunes cards.
No. Noodle. Bring Noodle a kilo.
You can ultimately convert to cash.
A kilo of crack or something. Noodle requests crack.
Unopened iTunes.
Unopened, unmarked bills.
Unmarked bills.
Noodle's a fan of unmarked bills. What? No. Noodle. That's not very nice. Where did you learn that from? Certainly wasn't me. Those lines look so screwed up and I don't know what to do to fix them. Oh, it's okay. We shall figure this out together slowly. No. Oh god, no. Life is fun, y'all. Oh god. Noodle. That's not very nice, Noodle. That's not how you make new friends. Noodle's like, don't critique my friend-making techniques. Look at how many friends you have, Mommy. Mom. Sure. That looks like a head. Save. I guess I should check the chat. Huh. Hello, Thomas Morris. Good morning. Or afternoon. Or whatever time it is. Blood for the blood god. Noodles for the noodle feet. Yes. NoodleCon. I was saying I should have BonCon next year if I have the Shibon project completely finished.
Bring a CAD piece.
Everyone,
Up.
everyone has to make their own COD piece.
Put out the 3D files and be like, make it do something new.
I'm thinking of maybe I'll propose that for SuperCon. I'll be like, I want to have a part of the hardware hacking village there that involves making your own COD piece, and that's the challenge. And then I'm going to judge at the end who has the most impressive COD piece. And that can mean anything.
You made out of tape, plastic.
Electronics, LEDs, sensors, it can be anything.
You just bring some like cardboard and tape as like one of the material sources.
I think I might propose that because it's absurd and there's a lot of crazy stuff already happening there. And I'm
make your own Gundam style COD piece.
Robot like COD piece. Like
COD piece.
Electronic hacker
Everybody's
style
wearing
COD
pieces and all the photos.
CODCon.
Yes, COD.
CODCon. BonCon. CODCon.
It's
I gotta
type of fish.
It is COD. Oh my god. I need to write this shit down.
I almost bought COD last night.
See, you channeled it into my mind.
I want to introduce fish into my diet.
Yes, you need those omegas.
For health reasons, yeah. And so I was like, I want a bag of like frozen. I just want frozen cod, right?
Yes.
Not the deep fried stuff though.
Yes.
You know, they took them out, cut them off the fish, and freeze them right away.
Yes.
And it's expensive. And I'm like, fish should be cheaper than beef. But I found cod pieces. Sorry the pun. I found slabs of cod, that 8-ounce slabs that were as expensive as ribeye steak. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I'm like, fish should not cost that much. It's not a cow, right?
Yes.
So I didn't buy any. So, and they didn't have small so the small thing was expensive. They had the family-sized bag of cod, and I'm not ready for that much cod.
You're not ready for it?
It was like $13 for a bag of like 8 or 9 cods, and I'm like, well,
Sweetie, get tilapia. It's way cheaper.
But it is as good as cod. Cod's really good.
Tilapia is delicious. It's like tasty as fuck.
Well, I want to try. I know I love cod. It's fish stick, white meat, right? But the thing is, it was so expensive. I'm like, I can get it at Sam's Club for like twice that much for that price. And so I was like, I'm not just going to buy a bag of cod. And the thing is, I only want a couple of pieces of cod to cook with, so I know I can cook it and or not throw it away because I didn't eat the other 8, right? So I'm like, I left frustrated because they literally didn't have any cod choices at the store.
Cod choices. Limited.
The tilapia was like uber cheap.
Yes, tilapia is delicious.
That makes me suspicious.
Of the tilapia?
Yeah, when you underprice fish to the point of like, what is this? Is it made of people? Right? It's like
tilapia is super good.
How can it be that cheap?
You should try
There's
it.
something like, does it have mercury?
It's rigged.
What's going on?
It's the fish is rigged.
Exactly. Where did it come from?
Oh man. Where did it come? Aliens, Mark.
They, at the store in the frozen section, they had poke bowls.
No shit.
So they give you little poke cubes. It's all frozen. You let it thaw, right?
Yeah.
And then it's poke. But they make that in the store. It's probably not as good as this stuff down the street, but
I do like some frozen poke.
But I guess if you're craving your poke or something, you gotta have it. It's an option.
Noodle says he wants a poke bowl.
Noodle is a poke bowl.
Noodle.
He said all the toes can get in between all the pieces.
Oh god, how did I screw this up?
Good job. You're the best.
Shh. Okay, there. Noodle. He says mommy's gonna hold the first ever COD-Con at SuperCon. Like a baller. Noodle says mommy is a baller. Noodle. You don't know what that means. What does this shape even look like? Or is it supposed to look like? Ah, okay, so that's a little piece of... Okay, so these also need... I'm gonna do that horrible thing that you hate again, Mark.
I'm used to it.
Mark hates it when I do things in Eagle CAD that are unorthodox. Yeah?
Which?
It offends his senses and causes him to react.
You put a new crack in the universe somewhere, Sarah, and one day
Yeah.
it'll split open.
Yes. That's the goal. I want you to know. Everything will burn. COD-Con. Should I seriously propose that in addition to a talk?
If you are prepared to put that together.
Yeah. I mean, what else am I gonna do with my life?
You do COD-Con, a division of NoodleCon, and Noodle's there, like the mini NoodleCon.
Mini NoodleCon.
Yes.
Noodle. Okay.
Just set up a table. It's NoodleCon.
Why won't it let me put this on the top layer? Okay. So. Micro NoodleCon. Noodle. Noodle says, what is megalomania? One copper foot. Do. One copper foot. Do. Alright, let's try this again. Eagle. Eagle CAD.
Eagle CAD.
Ein Eagle CAD. Adler CAD. Es ist Adler CAD. Ja.
Adler?
Adler is eagle. There. Yay! That's what I wanted. Oh my god, it looks the way I want it to look. Mark. Look. He has one copper foot. One copper foot. Do. One copper
Do you want to
foot.
hatch it?
No.
So it's darker, or do you like? Are you good with the one Goldfoot? That's his like spy name.
Goldfoot.
Gold toe or gold taster?
Gold taster. Yeah, I like that. Gold taster.
That should be one out of the books you write. They'll call it
Gold
The
taster.
Adventure of Gold Taster.
Noodle. Noodle says gold tastes sweet. No, Noodle, that's lead. He's just permanently staring at you with fisty.
Is that how you pose him?
What?
You make him stare at me?
Yes.
It's like Mark.
Wherever I put Noodle
Mark.
in the room, he just stares at Mark. I like aim his head to just like.
You gonna no
Stare.
toes?
No. Because the badge add-ons go where the toes go. He's gonna have badge add-on toes.
You should add. So you're gonna do your things there. You should add like small holes here so people can hang other crap off of it. Or run a wire or tether it.
Okay.
No? Yeah?
I'll do stuff.
I think it would be cool. Because you could give people toes and they could just hook on the bottom. Right?
I'm gonna bring toes as currency.
Yes,
Oh, God.
that's the money.
Oh man, this is getting really complicated really
And then
fast.
the next NoodleCon,
Oh god.
toes
Yes.
are 10 times the value they were about last year. So if you get toes at this NoodleCon, next year those toes are worth 10 times as much. So if you bring the toes back, you can turn them in for currency. It's like Bitcoin with toes.
I just wrote that down.
Toe coin.
Yes.
Taste chain.
Yep. The tasting block. Okay.
Start a bank.
Okay, so that's happening. I've got a busy day ahead of me. I have all this shit to plan. So I'm proposing COD-Con, and then I'm going to plan what the hell I'm going to do at NoodleCon, since as of yesterday, this is actually going to be a thing now. So this is actually happening, I guess. I'm committing by doing this to actually going to the DEF CON with the Noodle and visiting all my friends. Yep.
Do it.
Okay. It's happening. I'll be in the wild. I'm going to be one of those quest givers, like from Resident Evil. Like the "what are you buying" guy with the coat that he opens up and he's got like guns. Yeah. Or just like any of those unusual people that you see in an RPG video game and you know that they have a quest, one of those extra quests for you. I'm going to be that person. So if you right click on me, then something interesting might happen to you if you happen to be at DEF CON. Noodle coin. Noodle coin. Noodle, he's gonna make his own currency. He says it's gonna be like beans. They're just actual beans. They're not like crypto or anything. It's just he's gonna give you beans. Noodle, you pay Noodle in beans, honey. That's how that works. Noodle beans.
Don't tempt the hackers. There's going to be like a dump truck shows up and just dumps beans on the front yard.
I want to see all the crazy.
And you're like, what do we do?
That would make my day. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things are picking up. Let's influence everybody. Okay, so this is starting to form the shape that I'm expecting. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the... Do I want an outline around the board? I guess that's the thing. So I'm going to refer back to my Illustrator file over here. Right now, the edge of the board is just the blank solder stuff. Not solder stuff, I'm sorry. The fiberglass board, whatever it is. The circuit board raw material just goes straight to the edge. Do I want to put a trace stroke around it so that it has like a gold border? Should I do that or should I not bother?
Around the feet?
No, around the edge of the board.
The
diameter. Because right now it's like yellow into oblivion. Like this.
Oh yeah, I think a gold edge would be nice.
I don't know, I actually kind of like it.
What if they'd let you castellate it? Do you know what castellations are?
Castration?
Castellations.
No.
Okay, so
that sounds dangerous.
It makes it look like the gold. You've seen the boards that look like little postage stamps.
Yes.
So they've cut the vias in half and they've plated around the outside of the board.
Oh, yeah.
So you could solder them down, but like you could put dots around right on the cut line, and then it would plate the holes, and then it would cut them out, and you'd have. But that might make a very serrated board.
It's just sharp as fuck.
Yes, maybe that's a bad idea. No. You can plate the edges, but like I think you have to. I'm not sure how that works. Because I don't think they cut the board out before they plate the board.
I'll just take gold Sharpie and fucking...
Yeah, so make a gold edge and then add a gold Sharpie to the outside of it, and then it's a gold plated, right?
Okay. Deal.
Totally, do it.
And people will try to solder to it and be like, what the fuck is this shit?
So, yeah,
and I'll be like, Sharpie, bitch.
So yeah, you're just going to draw a trace around them. So draw a trace that's double wide than what you're cutting off, or draw the trace on the inside of the edge a little bit.
But there's no solder, or wait.
No, if you just draw top layer, it'll come out as gold because there's no solder mask.
Yes, you're correct. Okay. I got it. I know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna take dimensions, and I'm gonna copy this. And then
you already have that. Are you just gonna copy it in?
I'm gonna copy it to the board. The
Okay.
top layer.
You should be able to just copy the reference you already have.
What reference?
Do you have a reference layer in your board?
Yeah, but I
Oh,
have
you're
to.
in the board. I thought you were in Illustrator. Oh, so you already have it. You're not importing it. You just...
Shh, I know what I'm doing. You can sit down.
I'm gonna perch on the shoulder. All right, now set your line thickness.
Wait, why
I don't
did
think
it?
it
It didn't do it.
Did you copy it again? Did you change it?
Shh. The hell? Will it not let me? It might not let me. Here, let me
What's
just
the
draw.
thickness on those lines? It might be 0.
5.
You can change that fast.
It doesn't want to. I'll just manually.
Yeah, that's weird. Right click on a line, just see what the properties say about it. It's a wire. Try changing just that layer.
I don't care.
Oh, it's... Yeah, something about it put it... It made it ineligible for you to move to another layer.
Okay.
Damn it!
Noodle says that if it is disobedient, then you need to tamp that shit. Noodle! That is not how we make friends, Noodle. Okay. So I'm just gonna print like a million toes out, like just before DEF CON. Is that what's gonna happen now?
Yep.
Cool. Can't believe I'm gonna be on a panel. It's gonna be so fun, Mark.
Sounds like it.
I'm so excited. Like, I actually am excited. I'm just... that special excitement. If anyone's gonna be at San Diego Comic-Con, you can go see my panel.
Unbathed masses.
Aw, bah humbug. Nah. Mark doesn't experience joy anymore, so he's going to mock people.
No, I've been to enough anime cons.
Okay. Okay. I don't even know if I'm gonna like this, but we'll see. Save. Save again, just because. All right, let's preview this one more time. Ooh, there's people here. Hi, everybody who's joined in the past like minute or two. Hi, AP Tech, Thomas Morris, Riz, Jorg. How are you guys doing? We're at whatever time of day it is for you on this Sunday. Ah, Thomas says OSH Park does not do edge plating. It's good to know. Thank you. So I'll use Sharpie in that case.
So run your copper, but yeah, you'll just have to add the extra gold.
Ah. Noodle coin. Noodle says, screw butt coin. He's. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Checking my social media in the middle of my stream.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't do that. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Osh Park. Sorry. Hi, Batman. Hi, Batman. Osh Park. Yeah, let's try this in. Well, there's the gold outline. I guess in the end I'm gonna have to decide whether I want that there or not. If that's the look I'm going for. Because I kind of like the transparent just going straight to the edge. Like there's a niceness about that, so I might actually delete that and let it just be transparent all the way. Balls out. Right, Mark?
Yep.
So I might do that. I'm gonna delete that. Or undo that. No gold edge. No gold cracker. Okay. I think this looks good. I mean, I'm gonna clean up some of the curves around here just to make sure that it doesn't look all loosey-goosey like it does, but I'm gonna actually switch, since it's like 1 in the afternoon, to the actual circuit part of this board, because right now there's like, it doesn't do anything. I guess the thing to look up now is what the badge standard is for those add-on hookups, and I think Jeff messaged it to me the other day, but I don't. That's my phone, not my computer.
Oh, for the badge?
Yeah, have you seen it floating around anywhere?
I can find it.
Aww. One of these days, Jorg. It's fun. If you can make it out for DEF CON one of these times, it's an interesting experience. It's, I can safely say, completely different than any of the other cons that we've been to. It's its own thing. It is mischief at its finest on the Vegas Strip, and it keeps growing and getting even bigger and more out of hand with each passing year. Except I didn't go last year. Sarah needed a break. Where was I?
It's on that.
Oh, it is. Message it to me. Blah. I'm gonna switch the thing. That's not the camera I wanted. Oh god. There we go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to go get some of this fresh coffee that Mark made. And then I'll I'll go. You should sit here and entertain. You can entertain.
Dance, monkey dance.
Here, oh, you sent me the palm.
Yeah. It's the purple image if you click that page. There's a pod, and the next image is a purple. Click the purple, and it shows VCC SDA ground SCL.
Nice.
And that's your header. So make a header, hook it up that way.
It's a 4-pin.
Yeah, it's a 4-pin header, breakaway header.
Okay.
You already have a library for it. Okay. And then pin 1, the dot is going to be VCC.
It's in I2C bus 3 volts and ground. We'll figure out I2C addresses and commands shortly. Is it good enough engineering? Oh, it's a shitty. Okay.
So just put those all over your board, hook it up to the bus. And I think we're done.
Circle indicates VCC.
So pin 1.
Okay, master badges use female headers, shitty add-ons use male. Okay, so
you're
I need female headers.
So you
yeah.
FE02 02.
Okay.
That's in your library.
What?
In the library, there's one called FE02-02. That's what you're going to use for your that noodle feed cream.
Okay.
And if you make add-ons, you use the MA02-02.
Okay. I'm gonna get more of that coffee.
All right.
Mark, you should sit here and talk about.
Talk about what?
Talk to the
Don't
chat.
Too long.
There's chat.
Chat.
I'm gonna answer the chats.
See, look, Mark, do an amusing thing, please. Riz wants you to do something.
Dance, monkey, dance.
It's like.
Do I amuse you? Am I funny?
He's gonna go full Italian on you.
Let me go get my bat.
We're still wearing magic shirts.
From yesterday?
From yesterday.
We haven't changed.
We haven't changed. We didn't get in the kiddie pool last night because it was like electrical as fuck. It was.
There was more lightning I have seen in forever.
It was like constant light, like every half second lightning outside. So we decided to opt out.
Well, what was funny is we decided against it, and 10 minutes later, we're inside watching TV, and we hear the most loudest rain.
Yes.
So that would have been a bad idea had we gotten them.
So yeah, we just ended up watching the rest of Westworld on the couch. So no kiddie pool yet this weekend. I was supposed to do that Friday when I got back from San Francisco, and it didn't happen that day.
Well, and I got tired, so I didn't see the last episode of Westworld.
Because he was snoring on the couch.
I was passing out. I couldn't stay awake. So
and Tony and I had to see it, so we watched it without Mark.
Yeah.
We tucked him in, and then we sat up and we watched the episode.
And then discussed.
And then we talked for like 2 hours until like the middle of the night about our thoughts regarding the show.
So I'll watch it tonight. I'm good on that. Go find another series.
We should catch up on the. Yeah, he checked the IMDb right afterwards. The next season isn't going to come out till 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They should just end it there.
I think so too. But
all right, I'm going to read comments, and so do what thing you're going to do. Hi, everybody. What do we got here? Badge and weapon all in one. Yes, I agree. All badges should be weapons. Let's see. Jorg will only come to NoodleCon. That'd be awesome, Jorg. We'd love to see you. Maybe we can make this a normal thing. So, since NoodleCons tend to be pop-up, maybe when we're in Austria in a couple of months, we'll do a NoodleCon there. So anybody that's in Austria in September can come visit. Well, NoodleCons aren't.
What?
NoodleCons can be unplanned. They just, wherever Noodle is, it's a NoodleCon.
True.
So
Ars Electronica.
So since Noodle will be in the OK Gallery.
That's NoodleCon now.
That is NoodleCon for 2 weeks. So you can come and leave Noodle what do they call it? Appeasement.
I'll have like a little like trough in front of him.
Little tip jar.
It'll say like
lint.
He'll say lint.
You should make a box that has a hole so you put things in it. You can't, so people can't take them out.
Yeah.
But get a little clear cube.
Yeah.
With a hole in it, and people can drop beans or lint in there. And it'll say in German, lint and whatever the word for lint is in beans. And people can just drop things in there, and whatever ends up in there would be hilarious. Just put it in the corner. Just tape it down.
They already think I'm nuts.
Yes.
They probably already think I'm nuts.
Jorg says Austria would be awesome. Yeah, we will be there at the Ars Electronica Festival for a week or so. So definitely.
Noodle's gonna be an art.
So yeah. So Jorg, if you've never been to the Ars Electronica and you're nearby, you should check it out. It's art tech. So a lot of technology, a lot of art. It's a 1 week of fun, and the nightlife has a lot of just good events and parties and music and philosophy happening. So, and you meet a lot of interesting people. So if you're in Europe, definitely try to come check it out. So
I'm gonna stick this inside of you.
Yeah. Don't put things in my ear. That's dangerous. You're gonna make me deaf. Don't. Oh, you done?
Yes.
Oh, I'm still reading.
Oh.
AP Tech loves our shirts, so you can tell the JPL story.
Last year, like at this exact same time, like
That
literally,
wasn't exactly a year ago.
literally exactly a year ago. I have a friend at JPL who was doing an internship or is still doing an internship again this summer. But he invited us to come down and check out the R&D lab at JPL, and I got to bring Noodle and introduce Noodle to the robot there that they're working on, who inspired his feet, the feet that have the retractable toes. They have a project there called Lemur that's it's like an asteroid miner, but it's effectively a four-legged or a four-limbed mining robot that has toes, like hundreds of toes that are retractable. And this, like, multiple years ago for me was very, very inspiring. I think the year Noodle was born was when I found that video. So,
Yeah, so
like 3 years ago, like I saw this video and I was so enamored by the concept of giving a machine like toe feet that I decided Noodle in some capacity had to have toes that functioned in some form or another. Anyhow, so I need to put this connector on the board. Don't deafen Mark. Don't stick pin connectors in his ear. Okay. That's this camera. All right, guys, let's put some electronic things on this board so that it's actually a circuit board and not just doodles. Noodle doodles. Save. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the schematic, which has nothing on it, because LOL. Okay, so I'm going to add. Mark, what library has the Atmega 328 chip?
Wait, what?
What library has the Atmega 328
In
chip?
your thing?
You gave me one, the one that I've been using.
Yeah, because it turns out Eagle has all the chips from Atmega except the 328, which is suspiciously missing. So, well, you have to create your own.
But you have it because you have mine.
Yes, but which one? Where is yours?
It's in the Atmega.
Nice.
Look in the A's. Push me out of the way.
Well, you like.
Because I like to get close. Okay. Yeah. To reenact that scene from Alien.
I've never. Atmega 328 dip.
Open the thing. You're gonna do okay. The AU is the normal QFP, and the MU is the super micro one. Do you want the super micro one?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to solder all those?
No, because you're gonna end up doing it. Do you want to solder a million?
Your badge doesn't have a lot of room, but yeah, do the big one. Then hackers will be more comfortable with it because we know they can't do the small things. Anyways,
listen to him. You're so like.
They're all software engineers, Sarah.
Well, this is for specific.
To make things big and easy.
These are my friends, and they're all hardware people. You're insulting my.
We'll teach them
friends.
to solder.
You're talking about the. No, none of those people are going to come to NoodleCon, so don't insult my friends, bitch.
I'm sorry if I insulted anybody.
They know how to. You guys know how to solder. If not, Mark will show you. He's gonna rub his belly like right up inside of you while he's showing you.
What's that movie, Ghost? Or,
he's gonna stand behind you.
We're gonna play some music
arms and like be like,
and
then Mark's soldering classes
in my Speedo.
Yeah.
Mark's Speedo soldering. People think it's a fast class, but it's actually just me in a Speedo.
You in a Speedo teaching people how to solder.
Drinking beer.
No. Wait. Now what? Fuck, I need the pin header is it's in where's the dip? Do the
con headers
2x2.
FE22. Is there an FE0202? No? It's gotta be. They're in alphabetical order, so slow it down, Milosevic. Oh, we might have to make that. Have we never done a 2-pin header on anything?
I have to poop.
We all do.
0202. I don't see it. How do you not have a 2x2 header?
It might be a jump 0202, but it's not a female. Well, crap. I don't think.
Isn't a male header the same pin?
Okay,
pin
so
size?
we'll make one.
But isn't male the same?
No, the pins are inverted, right? Because of their mirror image. So the pins flip on their rows, and that's why the white dot won't match up.
Oh.
So don't do that. Bad. So
it's shitty badge. So
we can take a bigger one and cut it down in the library very easily. Does that make sense?
Yes. Do you want to do that on my computer real quick?
Yeah, you're gonna
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Business.
I'm gonna go leak out of some hole of mine.
Don't.
Mark's. What?
Thanks for the description.
You're welcome.
That's pleasing. All right. All right. So the problem as defined. In our headers library, we don't have. Let's write. No, that's female. Okay. So we have this male pin. I don't know if you can see that. So we have this, and that's generally the symbol. But what we want on our board is the female version of that. And it seems to not be, it was never made because somebody never needed it. So the closest thing is that's the closest thing. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to chop it down. So. All right, so I'm gonna go in the library. So let's see, library. Why am I having a hard time with this? Where's the main Eagle? Control panel, libraries, con headers. So let's open this library, and then we're going to take the package, the closest package we can use, which is going to be this 5.2. So let's open up this one. So, and I'm going to copy this. So I'm going to take a copy of it, copy group, escape. And then now I'm going to go back into the library thing. That's not what we wanted. Here's the control panel. I'm going to lose my mic. She has her Mac set up differently than mine. I have like optimizations of how to get to my windows, and I'm struggling with her setup because I'm not used to it. So let me see here. Back to this. Window, control panel. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm just having micro stroke here. I want to go to, so I've copied this package. I'm going to go back to packages. I'm going to make a new package called FE02-2. Yes. And then I'm going to paste what I just made. Why did they change all the icons? Is that paste? Paste. Okay. So in our new one, the center is going to be right here. And then I'm going to delete. Oops. Eagle changed all the icons, and I'm not used to them. They actually moved stuff because on Eagle 9 they moved all the icons again. I want to draw a box. Is that the thing? I think that is. There we go. We're going to take these pins and we're going to delete group, and then we're going to move this thing here, there. I'm going to fix this one in here. Make this centered. Vector, move it. I guess that's all right. Okay, so that's our female header. And I think we want to put, I think because people are plugging stuff into this, just like they showed in the illustration, we're going to add a dot here because otherwise, once you put a connector in, you won't see the square pin. So we want people to be able to know what how to line up their new badge attachment. So I am going to put a circle. Put it right here. I guess we want it really visible, so let me do that. I'm going to make this thicker. It's going to be like double the radius, or it's at least the same. No, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. I don't worry about that because the name is shorter.
NoodleCon is easy.
Done. Save it. Now we're going to create the actual component. So we're going to make a device called. Did I do this right?
Can you close my window?
What window? This one?
That one.
Oh, sorry. Everybody has all your phone numbers now. Okay. Let's see. Blah. I'm making a device. Make it. I hate how they've changed this interface. Device. Okay, device. There we go. FEO2-2. Yes. Okay. I'm going to bring in our symbol that we already have because we have the proper symbol FE2. Oh, we don't have the symbol. We have to copy it. So we don't have the symbol. Symbol. We need an FE2, and the closest thing is the 5 again, like that. So I'm going to copy it. Make a new symbol. EO2-2. Paste it. Get rid of. Save it. Then go back to device, FE2. Add that thing in, FE2 right here. And then I'm going to add the package for it, which is this one. And then let's see. What? Oh, my pin numbers are wrong. I gotta fix that on the thing. Pin and pad. That's totally wrong. That's think about this. I think this is actually 1, 2, 3. If I got that right, we'll double check it when we get it. 2.
Make a badge that intentionally shorts out all of the
Oh
items.
God. Noodle.
Noodle, that's not nice.
Does that look like the picture from the text message? Does that look like the thing?
Mm.
Yeah, that looks like it. Okay. I guess they don't remember the pins, but that's what it is. So PCC, ground, SDA, SCO, I'm guessing. Okay. So how do we get back to this? You just don't like hot corners, do you? Okay. Create new package. Didn't create. Yes. We already have it. Okay. Looks good to me. Turn the volume. Save it. All right, now add that to your schematic. Oh god, it's all yours.
Yeah, good job, Mark.
Wait, what?
Don't do that.
I needed another window. We should close those windows.
But yeah.
I don't know how to use your computer. You have it set up differently than mine.
Well, it was there. You could have minimized it.
You're on streaming. You could have closed it.
Be careful.
I'm not even looking at that. I didn't even see it, so.
Okay.
Sorry. You be careful.
Okay, what am I doing now? Oh well, everyone. So that's on there.
Did you put the header on there?
What header?
I just did a header for you. That's what you were supposed to add.
Two by two.
FEO22.
This one.
Yes. Oh, do it in the schematic. It's going to go on your SDA SCO pins, which is where are those at? They're labeled. They're in one of those stacks. I thought it was like D2 and 3. Is that right? Where's D2 and 3? Yeah, D2 and 3. There it is. Right there. So put it over there in that range. You're gonna use tag anyways, pretty much, so. Five, I'm gonna go with 5.
Yep.
All right, so you get your symbols. Load supply.
Do I need dots?
No. Add supply symbols.
What?
Add supply. I'm going to do VCC and a ground. Not that one. Yeah. And then slap a ground down. Yeah.
Yomp.
Thanks, Jord. Yes, come to Austria. You won't want to leave.
Okay, so wait. Oh my god, the banging. Did I close that thing? Or is it still open?
What? Close what?
The, God damn it, the window.
With the phone numbers?
No!
What?
The one with the pin out, like the order.
That's in your messages, wasn't it?
No, I had it opened in Safari. Okay, shit. I don't really.
Mine's like Pornhub.
I don't really care. I try to be courteous, but
all right,
it's difficult to do shit on your desktop without people seeing shit.
So you're gonna do
VCC.
So that's pin 1, right? Your dot. So VCC ground, pin 2 is ground, and then SDA is 3, and then SCL is 4.
I know.
So just do those in that order. So VCC ground, data clock. One.
What is one?
Up. There you go. Yeah, you're gonna have to run that out or do some swap.
Ah! Data tag. Do I need a dot there or some bullshit?
Dot where?
On these.
Yeah, if you're gonna tag them.
Okay.
Tag yours.
Oh god. Okay. This is the clock.
Pin 3 was it data then clock?
VCC ground.
Yeah, so data then clock. So 3 is data and 4 is clock.
Yeah.
What pin are you doing?
4.
That's 4. That's going to be SCL, and that's SDA on the right.
So this is SDA.
Yeah. So let's click it.
What is it?
SDA.
And then these ones are what?
SCL.
Are you sure those are the right ones?
What do you mean?
Oh, are you sure they're in the right order?
We just looked at that. If they're not, you can change it.
This is SCL.
You can verify it once it's on that board and click the little view icon and verify that that matches that diagram again, just for sanity check.
I think I accidentally...
It says what they have. Oh, you think you renamed it VCC?
Maybe.
That's Power Plus T. I don't know. Your bottom left tag is not.
Yeah, I see some of that.
Oh, wow. Let me delete it. All right. Now put your SCL and SDA on the pins that they do. The C2 and 3. No, C 5, 4, and 5. See those? And then you need pull-up resistors for those. So add 2 resistors or add a resistor and copy it. And 10K should be fine.
From where?
RLC. RCA. Resistor. You need your 603s.
I was gonna do...
Who's soldering these?
I am.
Do 603s. Get rid of my 805s.
You're trying to what? Then I can use a 805.
Well, I'm trying to not use those on designs. They're so huge.
Okay. Where? Here?
They're going to go upward. So put them nearby, pointing up and down. There you go. And change their values to 10K each.
Okay.
And then add a VCC to the top of them. And then add a tag to the bottom of each one and then connect it to SCL SDA.
I don't know what these are.
I need your board to think up the screw that you
Okay.
All right, you're gonna want to add your resonator.
If I'm not stuffing a resonator.
Well, if somebody wants to bring it up to 16 megahertz, then they're gonna want that. So
Okay.
you don't have to stuff it, but have a pad for it.
Where is it?
It's gonna be in. There's something called resonators. Extol. I know you. Ceramic resonators. Up in the middle.
Hmm.
And then, nope, not that. You're gonna do the Kyocera. Nope. Oh, sorry, Murata. My bad. Yes, that's good. So put that over on the side where it says Extol. Where's Extol? Oh no. Oh, it's part of that thing. So just put it over here and then connect it up to the two Extol pins. Well, and I had to put the middle on ground, so I copy a ground and put it in there. All right. What else do you need on this thing?
Lights.
You're gonna want to probably add test pads so you can hook up. Right.
I need LEDs.
For his eyes and stuff.
Yes.
All right. So there's an LED library.
Oh, my stomach. Why do I have a bad stomach? Man. No, I didn't. I had like 2.
Okay.
How many did you have?
3.
Okay. That's not enough to give me diarrhea. 2
You
beers.
had risotto.
You had risotto.
You had my special risotto.
Mark puts poison in everything.
I don't know what you else. You eat a lot of that sausage meat. Maybe it's very high in fat.
Diarrhea sausage?
Yes.
Jesus. It's
you eat a lot of that.
Colon sausage.
Yes, colon cleanse sausage.
Here.
It's natural.
Add, like, give me, like, a bunch of LEDs.
Do it for you?
I gotta
I thought you just went.
Yeah, my stomach's upset. I have an angry
You're
tummy.
gonna do this in the middle of a stream. All right, go.
Okay.
Go stream.
Give me.
While I stream.
Give me like 10 LEDs. Oedo.
Sorry for that, people.
Give me 10 Oedo 4 LEDs.
You want big LEDs?
Yeah, because that's what I have.
Oh, you have. Yeah, you have. Okay. Fine. All right. Where's the comments on this thing? She has the tiniest icons on this. How do you do that? I was going to go to the chat real quick and see what is going on. I don't know what. Is it OBS? Nope, not what I wanted. I don't think it's Discord. Confusion? Nope. All right, I was gonna do the chat window, but I don't know what icon to use on that. So I'm gonna go back to the Eagle. I'm gonna keep eagling. I would love to chat with people, but as I found out earlier, if I go poking through windows, then people's phone numbers will pop up. So we're not gonna do that. Sorry, people. Let's see. She wants LEDs, so we're gonna go add LED SMT 805 right there. Let's see, she wants, well, she can copy them. I'm going to make a few LEDs and then she can put more of what she wants. So I have my LED, and then I need another resistor. So I'm just going to copy the ones we have. Copy. Wire these up. And then let's see, we need a ground. So the choice is, I like to wire LEDs inverted. So if you write a 1 to the port, the LED turns off. And if you write a 0 to the port, the LED turns on. And the reason for that is that it's the way transistors work. And the Arduino can put power out on one of its pins and light an LED. But if you have too many LEDs, you can stress the chip out, because the chip can only supply like, I think, 100 milliamps total. And that would be 5 super bright LEDs total, plus anything else you're doing. And I've actually burned chips out because I lit too many LEDs off of the pins. But one trick that may get you more power is that you invert the way you hook up an LED so that, and I'll show you that here. Let's copy the VCC instead. So instead, the inverted way of hooking this up is I have VCC to my resistor. So I supply power to my resistor, to my LED, and then on this side, I put a dot here, and then I put a flag here. And then this will be the pin on the chip. So let's just call it LED 1. So when I go over here to add, and I'm assuming she wants at least the PWM pins, in this case here, so that she can fade the LED. So we're going to hook these up to PWM pins. So let's name this LED 1. Okay, so by hooking this up in what reverse or kind of opposite what you see in the most Arduino demos or when they do LEDs is you want to light a couple of LEDs. Yeah, you can just power it off the chip. But what we're doing here instead is we're putting power into the resistor through the LED, and then to turn it on, we're setting the pin's output to 0. We're basically grounding the pin in the chip. And so that power, which came directly from our battery to R3 and went through that path, is going to what they call the low side of the pin, or the switch that's inside the chip. The way FETs, or field effect transistors, work in chips is low side FETs, which are called NFETs. When you switch them on, their on resistance is really low compared to a PFET, which is the high side switch. And so they create less heat than a PFET generally, because the PFETs are just not quite as efficient as the NFETs. So by grounding the pin out and we supply power from somewhere else, we're not running a lot of power through the chip. We're running slightly less power through the chip, and the chip itself isn't supplying the power. We supplied the power. We're just grounding it out inside the chip. So it tends to be a little bit less stress on the chip, especially if you're going to have a lot of LEDs. You can get away with a lot more. Whereas the chip, if you read the chip spec for the Atmega, it just says don't put more than 20 milliamps on a pin, period, to supply something, and don't put the whole chip, when you add up all those pins that you're supplying, don't make them more than 100 milliamps. So in this case, the loophole is that we're bypassing all of that, and we're not interfering with the power budget of the Atmega chip at all. So now it's just whatever a pin can source current-wise, which is probably more than probably slightly more than what the chip can source. We can sync a little bit more. So that's why you see a lot of LEDs hooked up in reverse, because the low side end switches can like handle significantly more current. So and then even if I burnt something out, I'd probably just burn the one pin out and not the whole chip, if I'd made some grave mistake. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Hopefully that makes sense to people. Maybe there's somebody out there that'll correct me if I'm wrong too, but that's why I do it. Okay, Sarah, yeah. I made you one LED that you can copy.
Okay.
All right. So before you copy these, you have an opportunity to rename R1, 2, and 3, right? Mm-hmm. So that when you copy these, that LED 1 and R1 will be together. Okay. It'll make it easier when you stuff the board. Okay. That'll be kind of, so I would name these like R10 and 11, okay, or something like that. Okay. And then when you copy these, they'll copy.
Okay.
So
there you go.
Thank you.
Have fun with that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Woo. I was going to answer comments, but I didn't know where the comment window is, and I wasn't going to go start opening the window again. So I don't know what icon that was. Where it comes from. So.
If you go over and you just click Safari, like.
Is it on Safari?
Yes. Like.
Oh, okay.
So if you just go and you click the Safari,
all
it
right,
pops up because it's.
Oh, okay.
It defaults to that.
So what have people been saying while you were away?
There.
Jorg just sold you out.
What?
He's on the black market with your phone numbers now, so.
Yay. Oh, wow.
I think all the numbers that came up were spammers, so thanks for calling all our spammers, Jorg.
It's like your number. What are you talking about?
My number. Oh, crap.
Nope. See? Well, they asked you what kind of stuff you're working on, so I was
what kind of stuff are you working on right now, Mark? I'm like one of those people that has 8 projects at the same time, so, and then goes crazy over it. So the things I'm working on right now is I'm making an Arduino clone, like that's original, right? But I made something that kind of is similar to Adafruit Feather. It's a kind of a simplified Arduino design, but it's bigger than the Feather and smaller than the Arduino. So it's kind of in between those two sizes. And the board size was really dictated by those mini proto boards like Sarah uses, the breadboards. It was made about that size, and because I wanted something that was just about the size of the small breadboards. I think on Arduino, if you put the mini breadboard like on a shield, the Arduino is like still like an inch or a half inch or something wider than all that. So I kind of just optimized it down to that size, and then made. So I'm making accessory boards now. The other thing I added to my Arduino clone is like a bunch of NeoPixels. I don't call them NeoPixels. The WS2812s around the border, similar to. Adafruit has that on their round boards. So mine's a rectangular board that has like 16 of those addressable LEDs built in. So I thought that was a cool feature to have, is just to have built-in LEDs. And I'm working on a couple other things that I just don't see on anybody's boards right now. Like I have 2 types of atom boards. I have a shield, and I have a thing that goes under the shield, which is a different connector, but it's still an add-on board. And so people that are going to design with my Arduino clone have 2 choices for what kind of things they're going to add on. It's all open source, so I'll have all that up online soon, as soon as I get some proto boards in. So that's one thing I've been working on. But the thing I've been working on this weekend is I, on a whim, decided to make my own analog synthesizer module, similar to the Eurorack. thing. So because I've always wanted to build a analog synth, and so for some reason it just came into my head that I should just, as a side project, go do that. So I'm designing I'm designing the first module in a synth rack that I want to build, and the first one is the VCO, which is the voltage controlled oscillator. So it basically is it's a module that generates the tone that you use for all your synthesizer stuff. And so I did research. I looked at what commercial VCOs are out there, what modules you can buy for a Euro rack, and kind of just looked at them. And the thing I found in common with all of them is you can control frequency, you can control the amplitude, and then you can control what type of waveform they put out. You can put out a sine wave, a triangle wave, and a pulse, and then you can change the of a square wave. You can change the width of the square wave pulses. So, so I decided, well, I'm going to build that. So it's got like 4 or 5 jacks on it for inputs. It's got 4 or 5 knobs on it for affecting the sound, and then it's got an output jack, which you run to the next module in your Euro rack to start making those synth sounds. So, so I'm just, as a hobby thing, designing that thing from scratch. But the cool thing I came up with that I thought, I don't know if the other modules do this, but I found an Analog Devices chip that is it's a tone generator. It puts out those waves. It puts out a sine wave, it puts out triangle waves, and it puts out square waves. Its inputs are I squared C, just like Sarah's working with these little 4-pin connectors. They're I squared C connectors, or I squared C signals on this chip. So I'm like, okay, well, what do you drive I squared C with? Well, a microcontroller. So my VCO has a Arduino, the same chip that they use in the Leonardo on it. So it's going to have the what is that? The Atmega 16U4, something like that. Anyways, it's the same thing that that Leonardo uses, and the reason I did that is the Leonardo has the chip that the Atmel chip that Leonardo uses has the USB built into the chip, so I don't have to have an external like FTDI chip or anything like that. But the bonus there is that I think Arduino has a MIDI library that would make your Leonardo look like a MIDI device. So now in my VCO, I have this chip driving a tone generator. It can use the USB input as a MIDI device from your computer, and now I can hook this VCO to a computer through USB. It looks like a MIDI device now, and then generate tones from that. So I'm going to design this thing kind of end to end. Same thing. It's going to be all open source. It's going to be the first thing in my little Euro rack design. So I've been doing CAD on that this weekend, and I'm starting to do that stuff. And the other thing that I keep switching back and forth on is I have been for about 1.5 years now porting the original Doom source code, the original C source code from Doom. I've been rewriting that in Java on NetBeans. So I have the menus and stuff working, but the game itself won't render because I don't really understand their rendering engine well enough, and I've been studying that and trying to get that running. But I've ported all the code; it just doesn't run. But that's been my other project. So yeah, 8 projects at once, Mark. So, but yeah, the Doom thing I got running like 1 year ago. I got all the menu stuff running, so it starts up like a Doom game. I got their music running through MIDI that is built into Java, and the sound effects. And then, but when you start a game, it just crashes because something I did in looking at interpreting the C code over to Java. Because they use a lot of pointers in C for that game, and Java doesn't have pointers. I had to kind of interpret how would you do that in Java, and apparently made some grave mistakes. So it isn't there. you can't put. Aren't you seeing through that part of the board? Oh no, you're not. That's where your silk screen is, right? So you can.
This is actually bigger than it's allowed, so it won't let me put LEDs up here.
Oh, where's your origin?
Down
Oh, that's right. Oh, you may have to turn the board on its side. That's gonna be fun. Oh crap! We have to start over.
there. Nope.
Is it gonna be a wide badge? You put NoodleCon next to Noodle.
Nope.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. Anyways, that's what I've been doing, so lots of fun. But yeah, when I have something that runs and I'm going to publish it, I'll put them up. All this stuff will be up on GitHub, and you can check it out. But right now, I'm just kind of. I have ideas that are half baked right now. That's my whole list of stuff. So that's what I've been doing. So where does it end? Like in the middle of the O?
I guess so.
So I guess you can make a board, but you can't
have components.
You can't put interesting. Yeah, if you keep everything at the bottom behind his feet, anyways, I think you're fine. Other than the LEDs. But your LEDs aren't going to backlight that. I guess they will a little bit. They'll create illumination. Very cool. What other comments or questions do people have?
No, I'm having this board made with Osh Park, so I guess it's local in relative to the country, but not local relative to Vegas.
Oh, do you print the boards locally? I think there actually is a board fab in Las Vegas somewhere. Somebody had told me about, but yeah, with a generous grant from Osh Park.
Yes, Osh Park is helping me make this possible. So they're helping NoodleCon become real.
Yes.
Noodle's first con.
Your first sponsor.
He's no, they sponsored Late Play too, honey.
Oh, did they? Oh, that's true. They helped us out with Late Play. They made a bunch of boards for us. Well, Noodle's first sponsor. This
is Noodle's first sponsorship by cool people.
He's been sponsored by a major corporation.
Noodle. He says he's big kid and he can do what he wants.
Big bot now.
He says don't tell him what to do.
Yeah. Noodle.
No.
So you're gonna hook. I think for his eyes, you should be able to fade those. So those should be on the PWM pins. Although I think if you use soft PWM, you should fade everything, I guess.
Tell me which ones to hook them up to.
It's the ones that you put under his eyes or on his eyes on the top. Like 1 and 2, I would make the PWM, and the rest just put on digital pins since you're going to be using them as backlights or something. You have to put those on the top though, right?
No.
Are you going to flip the LEDs over?
What?
But his eyes won't glow. Well, I guess they won't anyways.
Yeah, they will. It's transparent.
His eyes?
Yeah.
I thought you made those traces.
No.
They don't look transparent. They look white.
They're transparent.
What did you put in that? Didn't you put that on the etchers? What did you?
That's the stop.
Okay, you have to stop and your etch. You have to open both of those up. It would be black if you could see through it, I think.
No.
No?
No.
I guess I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay.
I guess it's important that Noodle glows, so maybe I'll just stick all the LEDs.
You might make these as kits for people to take their hacking. Because otherwise you're going to be soldering these slowly before like mad.
I'm not going to have like a lot of them made.
Yeah, make a selection, but I'd make a lot of fabs. I would just maybe throw parts in a bag and let people take it to the hacking village. I need more coffee. You need more coffee? Well, I have coffee. This is cold.
NoodleCon.
Noodle says you are pizza. He says you're a full pizza.
Noodle says next year he wants to rent out all of Mandalay Bay.
Yeah.
Including the pool area for his NoodleCon.
Noodle? He's gonna have crazy robot orgies.
He says he wants to invite the cast from Westworld to come hang out with him.
Noodle. Those aren't your friends. He says don't tell him what to do.
He said he'll settle for R2D2.
Don't tell me what to do, mommy. Trying to strategically place my LRDs. Okay, so the NoodleCon isn't gonna glow, but Noodle will glow, and I think that's equally as important as any other part of Noodle's badge. Words, doing, glowing. Should his name glow? Should NoodleCon glow, or should he glow on the badge?
I think it's hard with the LED pointing the opposite direction for any glow to happen.
But a lot of people are backlighting their badges with LEDs.
You should see how they're doing it. I know there's inverted LEDs you can buy.
Then
but you honestly get them in time. And you may have to do a different package.
Can't I just solder the LED on backwards?
No, because they have a cap on them, so you can't flip them over. You could put a reflector, put some tinfoil on the back, and I'm not sure. Now it takes work to pull that off. You might put the white foam on the back, tape a piece of white foam, that'll light the foam up and then create some glow.
How did we do it with this?
I think it created a little bit of an effect, but because the LEDs are faced opposite, you're not going to catch as much light as you could. I don't think it was all that great. I thought ours were on the top anyways.
No,
They are? Well, see what happens. Improve it next year.
Okay, drill. That's a view. Hole. 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 Noodle says his con brings all the noodles to
Yeah.
the death. Maybe I want these to be over here. Seems like a terrible idea. Let's do it. Sorry. Life as you know it is a lie. It's a big, big noodle lie. Noodle says don't tell him what to do. To decide where I want the lanyard hole to go. Oh, there's all these resistors and things. I'm just like leaving them here at the bottom of the board because I don't care about them because they don't do anything in my mind's eye. So I'm just like, yeah, those can just stay down here in this black abyss off the board because I don't really give a shit about them. Oh my god. Here, you're gonna have to go there. Shape. Crystal. Resasters. Those are so small. They're like the tiniest little resistor nibs.
You can do it!
Why? Why did you do this? Want this?
Because love.
You're bad. You don't know what love is.
Love is soldering.
No.
Yes.
No. SolderCon? Noodle Jr. Dear God. Your package is dissatisfied.
You don't like my package?
Your package is mediocre.
Your package not large enough for you.
What? Why are these all connected?
What?
Oh god. If you don't have a ground plane, then you're gonna have that.
Oh.
So once they're on the board and you have things, you'll be fine. That's gonna get complicated really fast.
What is?
You have parts.
What?
You put all the parts on. You've etched away all of, because you want to see through the board. You've etched away anywhere you can route things on. Now it's going to be an interesting challenge to route. Good luck with it.
All of the LEDs are on his body. His body's connected to where the chip is. There's a tiny island in the very middle of the board where the O and the noodle is that connects all of the things. Everything else is allowed to be an island. Now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm assessing it for what it is, I'm gonna get rid of the fifth one. It's gonna go in the trash. I don't want you. There, gone. Rat's nest. Okay. Noodle says this is crap. Noodle says mommy's bad at everything. Noodle says he could do this much better if he had hands, but he's kind of limited. He's relying on me to make sure that his stuff doesn't suck. I'm gonna do the very best I can, Noodle. This isn't mommy's fancy spot. This isn't mommy's fancy forte. Motherfucker. This is not Mommy's fancy feast. Mommy wants to climb onto the couch and take a nap and hide. Just keep doing it this way. I'm almost done, and then I can just start massaging all this so that it actually looks good and it makes sense. Kind of makes sense. And then I have to move all the values around to make sure that they go where they're supposed to go on the board and they're not cut off and floating in oblivion. Because like now that like I have these little things, I need to indicate where the dots are. I might have to draw those on with Sharpie so people actually know. Oh god. Or put the dot thing, the dot value thing on the copper layer so that it's not just part of the silk with all the other silk.
You can put silk on the back.
Oh, that's right.
Just, yeah.
No. We're doomed, Mark.
Don't remind me.
Where's this one go? I can't bottleneck the chip. Noodle says he wants his feet to illuminate. He says it's very important. That he has luminous feet.
Luminous foot.
Luminous. Lumanous. Lumenfoos?
Lumatoes.
Luma.
You've got lumatoes and there's no cure.
Lumafoos.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense that the chip is there. Dear God. I should probably check the chat because I've been focusing on all my doings. That I haven't kept up with what everyone is talking about. Bad Raptor. Bad. Bad, bad.
You know, one of the things you can do is take the other monitor and use your the thing with your HDMI output and put a monitor here and then put those windows in there.
Oh, yeah.
Add a second monitor to your computer and then put all your chat up there and then you don't have to search for windows. Even our picture phone can go.
Good idea. Noodle, it's almost done. And then Mommy can go and get in the kiddie pool. She can go and beach for the rest of the day. That's not true. I have like more emails to do. Emails. So many emails. 1 ton of mayo. Do, 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 do. 1 ton of mayo. Do, do, do. Am I gonna do wiggle traces on this bitch?
Oh god.
Wiggle traces are the best kinds of traces.
Yeah.
No. No. I'll just stick with
Save yourselves, people.
No. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert. There. Okay, everything's on this board.
Everything you want?
Everything I want
Okay.
is there.
Are you going to let people hack it? Or you need your programming pin? That would have been embarrassing.
Why do I need a programming
You
header?
need to be able to program the chip.
I do? Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
do.
So you need your Misomosi. So you're either going to run your edge thing that you'd like to do, or you're going to just put an outright connector somewhere with holes in the board. You need to decide. You probably put the edge thing somewhere. You can make it more of a challenge for people that want to hack it. Like, what is this?
I'm gonna check the chat while I stare at this board deftly. Aw. We'll see you running mad. Trust me, I'm an artist. It's the best thing to say. I'm an artist, trust me. Not a mercenary at all. Stomach upset, 2 less LEDs. Yes. I agree. I'm like lightening the load here because my stomach's not happy. It's like the flavor of the weekend is upset stomach. There's gotta be something I'm eating in the house that's causing me to feel sick. We need to like just throw everything in the refrigerator away.
What else are you eating?
I don't know. Sausage. Chipotle.
You're eating a lot of high-fat sausage food. And Worcestershire in your beer.
What's so bad about Worcestershire
Wow.
in your beer? That's okay. There's no rule.
Weirdo.
There's no rule in life saying that you can't have Worcestershire sauce in your beer. That's perfectly natural. Mark. Okay. Oh. Let's see. Back to Raptor Land. I'm gonna find that thing. No. Life. Desktop. NoodleCon. Okay. It's processing. Let's check my chat. Everyone's still alive? Cool, everyone's still alive. No one has died. I'm just gonna vomit. I'll check that later. There's too much stuff going on. There. Okay, back to doing this. So this is what the board looks like now. There's stuff on the back. There's some LEDs here on the back now. Hey, those warnings went away. Those like, hey, you don't actually have a circuit board on your circuit board warnings went away. So that's good. It's because there are now things in the doings. There's feet. There's a crystal right here which needs to go on the back. His feet have bad badgie do hack things. Oh, I guess those need to go on the back. Or no, they don't. Oh my. I guess those do need to go in the front. So the dots are on the front, but they're on an area where there's silk, so you don't see the dots, which is problematic. See? The dots are where there's silk.
Oh, you can
run.
Oh, you can That's right. That's the black. You can by hand add your black dots.
Sharpie.
You're gonna have to carve out that silk shape with the little island and put a dot where you want. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna Sharpie them
You gotta remember to do that.
That's fine.
I guess most people are gonna make their badges so that that's right side up anyway. So long as you put the pinned one in the same orientation as that picture,
yes,
then I think you're gonna be okay because then that person's badge will appear right side up and it won't look weird. So.
These are so tiny. Noodle says he doesn't care. He says if no one can plug anything into his badge, then that just means more badge for Noodle. Yeah. Yes. He says he doesn't want anyone to enjoy anything.
That sounds like Noodle.
Noodle.
That's the Noodle we know.
Noodle. He says he just wants toes. Everyone has to bring him toes. Should make people print toes. They have to pay for their badge in Noodle toes.
And toes. That would be good. Toe currency.
Toe currency? Crypto?
Crypto?
Cryptocurrency. Yeah. Dear God. What am I...
You could place a value on the toes based on the material. So PLA toes have a value, but like Ninja Flex toes have a value. Yeah.
Yup.
And then bamboo wood toes have like even. So make a currency list and exchange, currency exchange.
Cryptocurrency.
And then you can make a big string of toes that people turned in toes.
Yep. That's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna make like a little stock market
balls
ticker.
of lint for each
Noodle.
Ninja Flex toes.
I'm gonna create a market at DEF CON and crash it.
PLA toes get judgmental stares from Noodle.
Noodle.
Like you literally get nothing.
No, any toes get love and affection from Noodle. He just wants toes.
The crypto exchange.
Crypto exchange.
And RFID toes get like a big bonus. If somebody makes a toe with RFID inside of it.
I have to put these rules up. See, now I have to make another. I have to make another website for the nonsense thing that I'm throwing at DEF CON. Okay, so this is the size of the badge. That's tiny. Look how tiny this is. It's like,
yeah, that's not so big.
It's like.
You know, round little point corners.
Probably not.
Just like no.
I want it to stab everybody in the chest.
Hurt.
Just it needs to hurt. You need to feel it when you wear it. Says Noodle.
Wow.
Noodle. NoodleCon. I want it to look kind of ghetto. It looks like a baby robot made it. Like if Noodle made something in Eagle CAD, this is what it would look like. He's just like lines and vector shapes. It's like very ploppy. I'm proud of Noodle's board routing abilities. Aren't you?
Yes.
I am.
I'm amazed.
Hi, Tony.
Tonus.
Tony says it's the Worcestershire sauce, Tabasco, lime juice, and beer that I keep consuming on a daily basis. You're probably correct, sir.
Check your diet.
I haven't had any of that today, so that's crap. It could be like the high-fat cream that I keep putting in there.
Oh yeah, you like the cream.
I love the cream. Are we? I don't know. What time is it? It's 3.
About 3.
Okay. Well, the board's done, so that's mostly done. Oh man, dirty beer. It sounds awful, but I have to try it in the near future. Jorg, if you're gonna try it, make one definitely, like with the savory and taco saucy type stuff that you have in your neighborhood, like whatever you've got. Well, I mean, like Worcestershire equivalent, and then like a hot sauce, like Tabasco
Look up
sauce.
a recipe for a michelada and start with that.
Start with that, I guess, or just like
And then start adjusting it to what you think your personal tastes are.
but definitely use a cerveza or a light beer. You don't want to use something that's like got like that
Don't
sweet.
do a stout.
Yeah, no dark beers and no like
Pumpkin
hoppy.
spice in a stout would be good.
No hoppy IPAs. Get like a light weedy flavored beer, something that tastes like
Bud Light.
bread. No, just get like Pacifico or Corona, and then you do it to that.
A nice good Mexican beer would be good.
It's good in the summer. Like it doesn't sound very refreshing, but it actually is pretty great. I guess like I was a Bloody Mary fan when I was younger. Like that was my drink of choice for like a good chunk of my life, and now that I don't know, like a dirty beer with savory fixings in it is a lot more refreshing than drinking a tomato paste based cocktail in the summer. So it behooves us desert dwelling folk to drink our alcohol in a non-paste form. So that's why I adopted the dirty beer. It's like a less alcoholic, more refreshing Bloody Mary. The square soldering thing around? I guess, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have like a massive... Oh wow, I got bit.
Bit for what?
Fuck if I know.
Whoa.
I was touching that yesterday. Like on
You
the...
got bit sometime yesterday?
Yeah, like on the couch when we were sitting there, I was like, I felt it,
Babies.
and then...
Yeah, something bit me a couple weeks ago, the same thing.
That's a bad looking bite. Oh.
I don't know what that is.
There's like a huge knob in my leg yesterday, and I rubbed it, and I was like, it was too dark to see what the hell was there.
Yeah, I had a thing on my leg. Something was in that sofa.
Cool. We have a pet
Time to
monster on the
spray.
sofa. Yay.
When you take off next week, I'm going to fumigate the house.
Why are you that paranoid of the...
I don't like scorpions, but all these little bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
Scorpions like bugs. That's why they're probably in the house. There's like
bugs
food.
everywhere?
So I'm going to get like 8 bug bombs and put them in like every part of the house and just let the house just
Wow.
fume while I'm at work.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, put some off.
Like, look at that.
Yeah, I had one. That was really big. That was that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like red.
Something gotcha.
It's like the color red.
You think that might be a scorpion?
It's like a bee bite.
I don't know.
Put mustard on it. See if that helps.
It didn't feel like anything. It's just
Oh,
like if I ran my finger over it on accident yesterday, and there's like
Yeah.
a nodule underneath my skin, and I was like, oh, that's not supposed to be there.
if you see like veiny looking lines going up your leg in a while, go to the hospital.
Why?
Then it's probably a black widow,
Oh,
and the poison's getting into your system, and once it hits your like lymph nodes and everything, then you're in danger. So if it gets worse,
well,
but-
it was from last night.
so yeah, if you start seeing it, that means the poison's starting to travel. And you don't want that in your blood.
Shit. Cool. Noodle, your friends are biting. That's not cool.
Noodle.
Noodle.
No munching.
You need to tell your friends to
No snacking.
eat before they come over. We can't keep feeding them. Noodle. Hi, Polis Squalus. Polis Squalus. Mystery bites are terrible, yeah. Robot bites, tiny under the bed robots. Trying to plug in. They're trying to find a place to jack. Mark.
Yeah.
Noodle. No under the bed. No bed robots
I'm
trying to
allowed
jack.
to jack in the bedroom. Wait, what?
What? No, you're not. Ugh.
It's fun for the whole family.
I want to make a tasting add-on for my badge. Like each of the feet should like conceivably get like a tiny little add-on that is like each type of tasting foot that I've made. So there'd be like a little like tongue add-on, and then like a little bean planter add-on, and a throat add-on,
Yeah.
and then the litness one. Now it itches because I looked at it.
Yeah.
Now that I actually see what it looks like, it's now nagging the shit out of me. Cool. Aw, no more hidden bed friends, Noodle. At least not until we have their chargers. Noodle!
Chargers.
What? Their chargers.
That. I don't know what that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Noodle. Noodle he likes to invite his scorpion friends into the house.
Yes.
And Mark keeps finding them in boxes.
We have found 10 scorpions in the house over the last year.
Yeah. Which I've never seen a scorpion in Las Vegas my whole life living here, except for until this year.
Me either.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Like, I'm practically a Vegas native, and Mark is actually from Vegas, and like our whole lives we've never seen them.
I saw one scorpion when I was a little kid, and that was like it.
Like, I've lived here since I was 7, and I've never seen one. And now, like, they're like a fixture in our house. They just moved in, but like both houses on either side of us are under construction. So we're thinking that they're running through the desert, like to find the Red Sea parting, and it's like parted, and it's leading them. Like the Moses scorpion is leading the scorpions here, and they're now. This is their nest. And Noodle made friends with them, and he's like their gang leader. So like at night, Noodle takes them out on these epic raids through the desert, and they're like bandits, and they have fun. And then in the morning, they all kind of like they hobble home drunk, and some of them get stuck in boxes and in the bathtub. And then you find them, and
I've got like 2 in the bathtub over the last 6 months, and then the other day I was taking some old Amazon. Amazon sends you 1 million boxes, and they pile up. So I finally just took them all out to recycling, and I was breaking them up, like tearing the boxes, flattening them. And one I went to flatten, and this thing started crawling at me in the box as I'm holding the box, and I literally just dropped the box in the recycling.
And ran.
And I heard him skittering around inside the thing.
Leave
and I was
him
like,
alone.
that little mother could have got me.
Leave him alone.
He has a big size, too.
Leave him alone. He's a baby.
You don't like those.
They need love too, Mark.
So it's time to spray the house.
They need love too.
Yeah.
Mark, they need love too.
No.
Yes.
They can go get their own love from their own scorpion friends, but
no.
I do not love them. They will not receive the love.
Noodle says, you be nice.
Noodle can go outside and spend all the time with his little scorpion friends all he wants.
Noodle says...
He can go melt in the backyard.
No.
His scorpion friends gnaw at his little toes.
Yes, like a Noodle Sons of Anarchy. Noodle's like Robin Hood at night with all of the insects in the yard. Like when Noodle can walk, I'm just gonna let him wander around outside. When he's all metal and he has no plastic parts, he's just gonna get really hot and wander around in his metally goodness naked, and he's gonna attract all of the beasts and make friends. Just like he would on Mars. He's gonna get all that Mars lint one day.
Yeah.
Noodle! Okay. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I have to route this. I'm like, it's almost done! I haven't routed a single trace. That shows me how much I care about the actual, like what a circuit board is doing. I don't care that it's supposed to be like, there's like a function here. I'm just like, yeah, I put all the dots in their place, so it's done, right? And there's art, so it's finished. It's like, no, Sarah, you actually have to like put a program you do header on the board, and you have to connect all of the dots with lines. Otherwise, the dots aren't going to do anything. You have to get the lightning to the dots. Otherwise, they don't glow. Right, Mark?
Mm-hmm. What you just said.
Hold me closer. Tony Danza. Oh man. Oh, those are so fat. Fat. Noodle says that his chip... Oh, I need to do... Cow. Wait. The LEDs are not hooked up to anything.
The resistor. They should be hooked to the resistors.
Oh.
See, there. You lower this side. So you didn't put them on the chip though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So pick your pins. So you already did LED 1 here.
You said
so
I need
LED 2, right? Is that the eyes?
I don't know. Fuck. One is the eye. One should be the eyes then.
Is there just one for the eyes?
Kind of. It's
yeah. Okay, I get it.
9.
Yeah, that's LED 3, I guess. So designate. I would make the first one the eyes so that can light up, and then the rest are your backlight or something.
What pins should I put them on? Do they need to be PWM or anything sensitive?
The eyes,
like
I would make PWM. The other pins, I wouldn't really give a crap about. Do you want them all to? Do you want them to be individual? Is that what you're?
What?
Do you want your LEDs to be individually lit? I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say you could hook them all together through it.
I think I want
I think you can animate them bad.
I want the eyes to blink. The rest don't have to blink.
Okay.
Noodle is a pizza.
So whatever, just
from Kathmandu.
Whatever his eyes LED are, is make sure that one comes off of a PWM pin, and the other ones don't really matter all that much. You still need your programming header.
Okay. This is awful. What have I done? Noodle, why did you make mommy do this? He says it's very important that NoodleCon is a thing, because he says that he needs to influence the hackers, like he influences the Scorpions. He's gonna lead them through the desert.
Yeah.
To do his bidding. Yeah?
He's like a little kingpin.
Yeah. Noodle's like the godfather.
The godfather.
He has like a ring on his toe, and you have to come and you have to kiss the toe.
You should totally make
a toe add-on.
Put his toes on, but make one gold toe.
One gold toe.
And the people like kiss the toe.
Next year, like when
people are coming over and people are like, what are they doing over there?
They're like kissing this robot's foot. I should do that. I should do this for this year. When I get his like actual tasting feet finished and skinned, like the one that has the toes, when they like come out, the one in front will be like a big shiny gold toe, and it's like large and engorged, and you have to like come up and you have to kiss that toe. I have to write all this shit down. Kiss the gold toe. Why do you like me? Do you know?
What, I like you?
Yes.
Because you're the best. What's not to like?
That's what I want to know. There's got to be a really long list.
My life would be boring without you.
Aww. The chaos is pleasant.
Yes, I like a little bit of chaos.
Without you, I wouldn't have to fill half as many bottles of water in the fridge.
Wait, what? Oh, is that what I would say to you?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Sarah drinks the cold water out of the fridge, and guess she leaves empty bottles in the fridge for me to fill the next day.
I don't refill them. If it's late and I use the last of the water from the SodaStream bottle and I put it in my cup and I'm like really fucking tired,
Which is all the time.
I look at the bottle because I'm only getting water at the end of the day when I'm tired, and it's like my last stop before I go and fall into the bed. And I look at the bottle and I hate it because I'm like, you would only have like just enough left inside of you for me to like fill my glass. And I don't want to stand there for like a minute and refill it out of the RO thing because it's slow as shit. So I just like take it and I put it back like in the very far back so that no one ever
I don't like
sees
when
it.
you do that. That's like really like.
What I want to do in my heart is like throw it. So at least
So what you're saying is you would like everything done for you as if you were royalty.
No, what I'm saying is I would probably refill it the next day in the middle of the day sometime, but you get to it before me and then you yell at me and I feel terrible.
I'm going to try that, and if they're all empty, I'm going to buy a second refrigerator with a lock on it. How does that sound?
And then we can cut the bed in half.
Yes. I'm gonna drop a big thing of plywood right down the center from the ceiling.
Woo.
Unmovable.
Aren't we the best couple ever?
I'll put nails through it in your direction.
Thanks.
So you can't even get up against it.
It's like an Iron Maiden, but for sleeping. Like I'm not allowed to cuddle you ever. Like
Yes,
we don't cuddle
no
because
touching.
he's like on the other. He sleeps on this giant fucking pillow wall that he made for his body out of like 10 pillows that are like in this special shape, and he lays in the shape, and his pieces fall into the pillow holes in the proper way.
And you can't touch me.
And it's up so high.
It's a micro nest
that I can't actually get over to him and actually make contact with his body because he's on like a different stratus than I am when we're sleeping. I'm like down on the mattress level and he's up on
Should
like.
we just get like a sleep number and then we're both elevated and.
No.
Yeah. I'll get a sleep number bed.
You need to just hang from the ceiling.
I need something.
By like straps or something.
Yeah.
Because that's practically what you're doing.
Like a bat.
Yes.
Just curl up like a bat. Then you can just like cuddle my face. It'll just dip right into where you sleep. How does that sound?
Yep. So I'm like on this.
Wow. People are like, too much information.
I know, right? Yep.
You people are weird.
I know, right? This was supposed to be board routing. They're just talking about poop and dirty beer and sleeping on the ceiling. Zero gravity cuddling. What the hell?
Oh, what a feeling, sleeping on the ceiling.
What?
Lionel Richie right there.
What is wrong with you?
Sorry, I like to. Things you say remind me of songs from the 80s.
That's nice. Mark, you sadden me.
The sadness.
You wet yourself.
Self-saddening.
Self-wetting.
I've done that.
I believe it. Bottom. Thick bottom raptors.
I like thick raptors. Other raptors you can't deny.
You can never deny a raptor. The fuck? What the fuck? Why won't it let me terminate? I don't know what I'm doing and it's so fun. Like that should end there. Why isn't it not ending there? Mark!
What?
Come here!
Okay.
What is doing? Ah,
Stand by.
come to me.
Stand by.
Ooh. Oh, take care, Polisqualis.
See you, Pulse Balls.
Oh, noodle routing the noodle board. I'll post pictures in the everything once it's finished. It should be done by the end of the day. But thank you for keeping us company for the time.
You should build Noodle and his friends a bike.
All right, take care, Jorg. Bye,
I'll
guys.
see you, Jorg.
Sleep well and enjoy the rest of the day. Oh, they need like Mad Max bikes. Like all of Noodle's scorpion friends and Noodle need like Mad Max like wagon. He needs like a little red wagon that he can stand in.
You can make a thing where you sit in the back and pedal it, but up in front they think they're little steering wheels. They're all driving.
Noodle.
You'd ride that into DEF CON.
Noodle Max. He has the leather underwear, so he's halfway there. Yes. He just needs a mohawk.
He needs like leather wing things.
He's wearing a shark, so that's kind of badass.
True. All right, what help did you need?
Like I'm trying to route this shit, and it's on the bottom layer, and if I click from here to there, it should be done, but it's still.
Oh, it's not.
It's not like.
Are you in routing mode or wire mode? Oh, you're in wire mode. You're in the wrong mode. There you go. I would bring it off the.
Now it's making that noise that
Blunk.
The plunking noise.
Plunk.
That lets me know that I'm doing something correct. That's a very important sound. Always have something to get over. When the night is deep, you find me in the streets, asking me to come over. Ooh. Mommy? What are you doing, Mommy? It's almost like I know what I'm doing. But don't let me fool you. LOL. I clearly have no idea what I'm doing. Nope. Move. What? Dong dong? What? Mark?
What?
What?
That's weird.
Why are you? Oh, that's right. I didn't connect any of these. So I can do all the other pins, correct? Like PD6 and D7 and D4. PWM. Yeah, like those are all analog. How about 9, 8, D8, D9, D10, D11, D12, and D13 are all going to become things? Yes?
You asking me?
I'm just gonna do this my way. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I do. Shut up, Sarah. She's talking to herself. Ooh. No. Noodle says that he needs 2 more pins for pizza, like pizza pins. He says these pins are okay. He's gonna use D2 and D3. His pizza pins? Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know how long I've been streaming for. I think it's been a while. We could probably end this soon. I'll try and route it, and then after it's routed, I'll end. Oh god. What have I done? I just made so many lines. That's awful. I mean, I could have planned this better, granted, but whatever. Let's see if I can just make it work. Like, not work. Nope, I did this stupid. Okay, sure. So I shouldn't actually start routing this yet until I know where all these stupid pieces need to go. That's right, folks. Stupid pieces. Okay, so where do you need to go now? Okay, this needs to go there. That needs to go there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna reorganize where these things are supposed to go. So I'm going to turn everything off except for the bottom. The bottom. Replace, unrouted. Vias, dimensions, origins, beams. There we go. Much better. Oh. Okay, let's tear up everything I've routed, because clearly I was not, that was premature. I was not ready. The raptor was getting far ahead of herself, as usual. She gets all excited and she just starts dropping lines places. She doesn't know what she's doing. Maybe if I rotate this? Okay, so those are like the exact opposite that they should be. Okie dokie. But I want one to be there. Right. Alright, I'm trying to sort out where the LEDs are going to go. Oh god. Ah. Where's that? Oh god. I think I fixed it, or I just fucked everything up. Okay. Sorry, that took intense concentration. Focusing intensifies. Ah. Okay, so this one. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's correct now. Maybe. I just have to put the resistors where they belong. So everything's happy, kind of. Maybe. Okay, so come on, motherfucker. Okay, now that I kind of think I know where I want these to be, I can kind of semi-commit to their placement. Semi-commit. The I one. Head. Also head. I'll turn that at a 45. Okay. I think that's good. Maybe. Ugh. I need a break. What do you think? Are you just gonna keep working until you drop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I solve a problem?
Well, let me try routing some of this, and if it works out, then good. If not, then I'm gonna stop this for the time being soon. B place, B origins, dimensions, unrouted paths, VOs, B names, B values. Okay. Okay. This should route now that I've put stuff where I think everything should be. Oh, do you want to help me do my ground plane? Don't I just draw a box around it and name it GND or some shit?
Yeah, you make a square shape.
Yeah.
That's the shape of your board. So you track the outline.
Yes.
You have a top layer and a bottom layer. And then flood, yeah. Those polygons, and then you name it plane, and then it's flood code.
A rectangle?
You can do a rectangle with your board outline will clip it. So,
Okay.
yeah, just do that.
And then
You may have to hit the name tool.
isn't that R2?
Yes.
That was what I was doing.
You drew a rectangle, not an actual shape. Rectangles are not the same.
Right. So
do that. There you go.
polygon?
Polygon. Now, do polygon mode in your square. Right click till you get the square setting. There you go. You can do the bottom. There you go. Are those mounting holes off the edge of your board?
I haven't placed them.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, put it right on there. Oh, you should. No, I guess it right. Two. Use the name tool. You did not use the name tool. There you go.
Yay.
So you're gonna have to do the anti-ground, right? The anti-etch thing. You can't see the board. That blue is filling the board. Remember the thing you did for the top?
Yeah.
You have to do that for the bottom as well.
Well, then I don't want a ground plane.
Well, you need ground to connect things. You can just run traces. It's a small board. You just run a ground wire to connect everything, but it's going to be messy. So, but where his feet are filled in and stuff, that's what you do kind of want ground.
Well, then I'll just draw them on his feet.
Oh, are you putting LEDs behind his feet?
Yeah.
But his feet have silkscreen on them. You can't see the light through that. You'll see the gap in between.
It's outlined.
Oh, it's the outline?
Yeah.
All right. You still need a. I think you still need. Well, maybe you don't need one on the top, but you can just run traces, like run a ground trace that around that border, and just daisy chain everything, and then your ground will be there, and then the rest of your traces you'll have to manipulate to get around the trace.
Mm-mm-mm. I have to get all of the little LED buddies to their friends. Uh-oh, what is he doing?
I'm watching an Eagle CAD tutorial so I can add a step file to my package.
I'll teach you how to add a step file to the package. I can help you add a step file to a package. I'll smash all those later. So all the resistor friends need to go with their LED friends. Do 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 do. Where's LED 11? I don't know. It ran away. Oh, that just goes anywhere, that's fine. Shh. LED 5. LED 12. Oh, God. Oh yeah, these don't are specific. They get to hang out together, but there is an R5 floating around. There you are. Come here, friend. You need to go with your parent. The resistors are like the LED's kids. You have to keep them near one another, otherwise they freak out and they're lonely. Okay, it's happy. I want to go like run into the kiddie pool right now. I want to jump into it, which is a horrible idea because it's not very deep, but it sounds so refreshing to just be inside of the water right now with a beer, like squishing around like a little shmoo, like a squid from Splatoon, just like wee in the pool water, free. That's what I want. That's what I want. Want. That's what I want.
He'd be like, "Cheeseburger, cheeseburger."
They know. Noodle says he's going to find you. It's not a Sarah board unless the traces are wiggles. Know this. Just so you know. Just so you know. I'm doing that thing that you hate. Sarah's famous wiggle traces. Noodle says hold still. He says this might hurt a little. I should probably turn it all the way around. Ooh, almost. Okay, so that can't go there. Neither can that. Noodle says that you should really take a break. Yeah?
Mm.
He says, you need to just let go. Noodle says that you should ask him what his favorite color is more often. Says it's nice when you do that. Oh god. This is so much fun. Mark, guess what kind of traces I'm giving this board?
You doing what?
Guess what kind of traces?
Noodle traces? Pasta traces?
Yeah, when I was at HDDG, like I told Drew asked how I did the wiggle traces, and then I explained like how I designed my boards with the wiggle trace tool, and how it was great, and I encourage everyone to do the same thing because it's fun. And then the very first thing that the next guy who did the talk after me said was why you shouldn't do that and it's bad.
That's great.
And I was just like,
Everybody's looking at your backpack like,
but
it's not always bad, but art.
but it can be cool. Sometimes it's okay to be entirely frivolous. Noodle says he's so fly like a G6.
G6.1.
He's a G6.0. 6.0. Noodle. He says he's feeling so fly. Noodle, your LEDs are flipped.
What?
He's like, what does that mean? Mommy, don't do that. So these have to go down the noodle chute.
There's a what?
It's a very delicate process. The noodle chute. Noodle says he feels threatened by SpaghettiOs. Yeah? He says they better watch themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. All the hard parts done.
Yeah.
I did it. I did it. Woo! I'm gonna flap my arms around like noodles. Sorry I got all quiet there. I was focusing on not screwing this up. Which it's probably gonna be screwed up anyway, but that's okay. It's coming along. It's got the wiggles, which is the important part. I guess I can round my reference, because it's bugging me that he still has like pyramid head syndrome. It's really bad when your noodle has pyramid head syndrome. Noodle. He says, how do you know, Mommy? Mommy, you don't know what people want. If you knew what people wanted, you wouldn't be broke. Noodle!
Never gonna do it.
He says, I don't want to behave. I want to force things inside of people. I don't want to give them what they want. Noodle.
You can't just go around forcing things inside of other people.
Noodle. Everyone watching is like, what the hell is wrong with these two? They just sit here and route circuit boards and say really creepy things to one another all day.
Madness.
It's madness. They're clearly crazy. Board routing madness. Ooh. I like it when you do that. Keep going. Don't stop. What? Wow. Noodle's just gonna have triangle eyes. NoodleCon is a thing, guys. It's real. Mark, it's happening.
NoodleCon is born.
NoodleCon
started here online.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. I just have to figure out what my agenda is going to be now. So in 3 weeks, I'm going to be up to no good somewhere on the Las Vegas Strip, and I have to decide, like, this epic quest line that I'm going to start. Like, I'm going to lead people on a scavenger hunt, and I think, I don't know, I have to decide what the badges are, what role they're going to play. Whether they're going to be rewards or whether they're going to be things that I allow people to buy ahead of time. And then maybe that's like how you get into the scavenger hunt. You have to have a noodle badge. You have to be part of the club.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a good question. I'll figure it out. I'll come up with something. I'll like sit in the kiddie pool tonight with a beer and I'll come up with all of the different ways in which I can involve people in some fun, exciting, citywide extravaganza quest at Noodle's whim, because it's all about Noodle. Like, you have to appease the lord that is Noodle. He says that he's going to inherit the earth after we're gone, so we better start just kind of accepting that and following suit. Yeah? Be nice, Noodle. Noodle, be nice. Noodle says he doesn't know what megalomania means. Ow, my hand. Noodle. Noodle. Here, I should post this on what's it called? Magic juice.
Right.
Noodle is a noodle. Okay, no top. She's crazy. Crazy. She's cray cray. Okay, I'm going to... What? I'm gonna switch this. So that's what I look like. I have like epic bedhead right now. It's just like sex head. Attractive, Sarah. Noodle's still staring at Mark. Okay, I'm going to throw that image, that screenshot that I just took up on the Twitter real quick to show everyone that's tweeting about NoodleCon right now the progress of the NoodleCon, because that's important. Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Mark? Should I take a break? Should I rest? On the 7th day, she rested.
No.
Should we do that? Should I do that?
Like, I would, yeah. You would come back to this with your audience.
All right. I'm gonna go and eat maybe, and then get in the kiddie pool. Eventually, it's 4. Yeah, I probably won't do that for a couple more hours. What am I gonna do? I've got other stuff I need to do today, so I'm gonna like switch tracks and do that stuff for a while. I need to take a break from the staring at the board routing because it's becoming nonsensical to me. Can you tell? I'll come back tonight and finish it, and I'll post pictures of it probably before I send it off after I get Mark's blessing that it's not completely screwed. It's crap. Yeah, the goal is to send this out either tonight or tomorrow so that it can get here in time for the DEF CONs. And then I'm gonna probably come up with some other weird shit to do to involve everybody in the funds. Yeah. But yeah, cryptocurrency is gonna definitely be a thing at NoodleCon. I have to figure out how it's gonna play in, but I definitely have a giant bag of toes in my suitcase right now, and I have to figure out something creative to do with them that will involve people, but I'm gonna make it into a game. So everyone who comes and pays homage to Noodle at NoodleCon will be involved in some fun challenge that I have to come up with. Or like, Noodle's gonna come up with it. And then people can participate and win things that Noodle makes. And I have no idea what that's gonna be yet. I'm just spitballing things, but I've been taking notes all morning. So all the ideas that we've vomited out of our faces since we got up, I'll go over and then we'll talk about them tonight if we do get in the pool. And it doesn't decide to start thunderstorming again, right? Is that on the radar for later today? Huh. All right. Well, until then, I don't know. Thank you for keeping us company and listening to us chat and watching the progress of the board. If you have any ideas or anything, I don't know, for stuff to throw on it or things that you'd like to see as add-ons, of course, like, let me know. And if you aren't already on the Discord, here, let me grab the link. Invite people. Copy. Where's my chat? Where did it go? Oh man, it's gone. Where did it go? It's just gone forever. Where did I, literally, like, how did I make that go away? It was right here. Am I losing my mind? Yes. Yes, you are losing your mind. Live dashboard YouTube. No. Twitter, oh, Osh Park, YouTube, DEF CON. Nope, it's gone. Well, that's...
What's going
my chat window is gone.
on?
There it is. Here. Ha! Hi, Crux! I'm working on the Noodle badge. I'm making the NoodleCon badge as we speak. It's going out tomorrow. But yeah, those of you who haven't joined us in Discord, it's pretty chill. We chat sometimes. It carries over all the things that don't get finished during the streams. And man, I've been doing this for 3.5 hours now. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna go eat, and I will keep you posted on the progress of the board, but it's almost done. Let me pull it up one last time before I sign off. If I can find it here, and I'm gonna pull you down again. There we go. This is the board as we know it so far. There's googly traces down there on the bottom. If I turn most of that stuff off, like none except for like the bottom, and then the reference maybe, you can see the stuff that I've done so far. Basically just the LEDs have been like spaghettied out to yeah, connecting to the chip in the middle. And this section right here that is Noodle, and then the O that is directly behind him, that's pretty much the only place that I can put electronics, because everything, the negative space around him and around the letters is completely transparent. There's like no medium for the traces to carry over on. So I am gonna have to smash everything, or smoosh everything inside of Noodle's body. But he's the point is that he's kind of like backlit from behind. There's gonna be like a halo of LED light behind him. I have no idea what color. His eyes are going to be transparent, so you'll actually be able to see the light glowing through the board, the whatever material that is, the magical transparent material. Fiberglass or whatever. And yeah, it's gonna look kind of like this when it's done. That's the goal. I just need to figure out where my lanyard hole is going to go, and then stick some more silly stuff on it, and he's gonna be a badge. So I'll be keeping you posted. And as soon as they come in from Osh Park, I will post pictures of the feet boards. And Noodle will wear one and feel super majestic. It's true. Noodle, you're a con now. Right, Mark?
Yes.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go eat and probably shower and then jump in the kitty. For real this time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And as always, thank you for watching. Mark, say bye.
Bye, everybody.